to admit others?
No, ma'am, we can.
Yes, who is going to add a backdrop?
Ma'am, shall I share the screen now?
Backdrop डालो. Aniket, you are speaking something. अच्छा, मेरे इधर वॉल्यूम ही नहीं है तो किसी को सुनाई नहीं दे रहा होगा what I am speaking.
No, ma'am, you're audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
ओके ओके, चलो फिर बैकड्रॉप डालते हैं. हाँ, गुड, नाइस. Okay, done. So Yash, Sia, and Amin, you are co-host now, so you could keep admitting the people. Okay.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
85 साल पर बता दीजिएगा एग्जैक्ट टाइम। तो हमको बताइएगा टाइम लेके। बुधवार को।
We are waiting for other participants to join. Yeah. Yes. Srishti.
उनके वो पार्टनर है तो
किधर है लिंक?
I think we should start, Sanjula. Everything is ready.
Yes, ma'am. We are starting now.
Yes.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah, you are audible, Sia.
Yeah. Okay. So, we all live in a developing country. As the country develops, lot of developments take place. In present, there has been immense development in the field of information technology. IT industry is experiencing a boom like never before. New trends arise in industry every now and then, and to keep up with these trends, we CSIVSIT have organized an e-Symposium. CSIVSIT has been organizing e-Symposium from past 2 years and has received immense success over these 2 years and continuing, from having participants and speakers from different parts of India. But this time, the success rate has doubled as we have participants and speakers from international countries like Dubai, Canada, Philippines, Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, and others. So, we are back with a 1 week international e-Symposium on recent trends in ID. A very good evening to one and all present here. I, Sia Draker, would like to take this privilege to warmly welcome our chief guest, Dr. Rohini Kilka ma'am, our vice principal, Mr. Asif Rampurawala sir, and CAO, Dr. Sarika Chauhan ma'am, and our today's speaker, Mrs. Aarti Karande ma'am, and all our respected teachers and all other participants. So let me brief you all about our principal, Dr. Rohini Kelkar ma'am. Ma'am has completed her PhD from IIT Bombay from the Department of Humanities and Social Science. She is a gold medalist in subject of economics. She has more than 30 years of experience of teaching for undergraduate and postgraduate students. She has presented research papers in many national and international conferences in universities of technology like Mauritius, Michigan State University, USA, and Warsaw, Poland. To name a few, she also has many publications in her name. She has been a resource person for various conferences for refreshers course of University of Mumbai and is invited by many well-known institutes as a speaker in subject of economics. Without her support, CSR VSIT events wouldn't have been this successful. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your constant guidance and support. So now, let's begin. I request Principal Dr. Rohini Kelka ma'am to inaugurate the event. Now, I request everyone to stand up for Saraswati Vandana.
या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रां
श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमाम् आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीं वीणापुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदाम् जाड्यान्धकारापहाम् हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधतीं पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्
Now I request our principal, Rohini Kelkar ma'am, to say a few words.
Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome Aarti madam. Very happy to see you all over here from all the various parts of the globe. And that itself tells us the importance and the significance of IT, recent trends in IT. All this is possible because of IT. So, I mean, all of us have been suffering for last 2 years because of something which is enforced on us. But then that has also given us many rays of hopes, mainly because of the technology. We would not have been able to see many of you here on the virtual platform if, you know, we were not enforced to be virtual. And therefore, VSIT, the Vidyalankar School of Information Technology, in the name of which there is an IT, is very happy to welcome you all here on this 1 week's e-Symposium on recent trends in IT. Our CSI branch has always been very active in organizing this kind of an activity for the students as well as for the others. And we are encouraged by the very wholehearted participation of the participants all over. Since last actually 1 or 2 years, we have been getting participants from all over. Earlier, it used to be a physical activity. Physically, they used to come to our college. But now the participation has widened to a great extent. And another important factor that has, you know, made this program very, very popular for all of us is the experts which we are getting every day. And I'm really thankful to Aarti madam. She has always been supportive for our activities, and she is, whenever we invite her, she's always ready to come with her expertise. So I once again welcome all of you and wish you all the best. I hope you all get full benefit of this 1 week workshop, because lots of experts are going to come here, and I'm sure you will be benefited by this. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I would also like to request Asif sir to say a few words.
It gives me great pleasure and an honor to be part of the inauguration of the e-Symposium on recent trends in IT being organized by the Computer Society of India VSIT student branch. I would like to thank all the participants for registering in advance and making this event such a great success, even before it has started, because it says well started is half done. So probably that's true in this case as well. And the efforts of the CSI committee led by Professor Sanjila Sagar and all the student volunteers is commendable in doing these activities year after year, and even during the pandemic, not allowing it to stop, and every year making it bigger, better, and more highly anticipated. And the kind of response which we get to this symposium is really, really very heartening to see. And I'm happy to have our dear friend Dr. Aarti Karande ma'am for accepting our invitation. She has been associated in terms of with Vidyalanka for a long time. I've had the pleasure of being part of many sessions where I've learned so much from her. And thank you, ma'am, for having accepted the invitation. And deservingly, you are the opening batsman for the program. And so thank you. And I'm sure everybody would be waiting to hear from you rather than from me. So with this, I would like to hand it over back to the organizers to take it forward. Thank you, everyone.
Now I request our CA committee convener, Mr. Jila Sagama, to express her thoughts.
All right. Oh, I've been given another task. I'm so sorry. So this is something to do with a dear, a very old student of mine who graduated somewhere many years ago and started with his own IT company. And one fine day he was discussing something with me, and I said, I need some solutions. And one of the solutions which we discussed was having e-certificates for the programs which we do in colleges. And so his company has developed an application which allows e-certificates, which are not just obvious in this pandemic. Everybody's got e-certificates, but certificates which will have a verifiable, and which will have a QR code and which will be stored permanently on a server and will be accessible. So all participants of this program will receive their e-certificates at the end of the week through this platform called as Wise Monkeys. And through that platform, your e-certificates will be stored and be verifiable, so that you can, please feel free to use it. And the academics in the audience, if they feel that it's something which they would want to do as well, please feel free to contact Sanjila ma'am or Wise Monkeys directly, and they'll be happy to help you get connected for academic institutions. So I think with that, I would like to hand it over back to Sanjila ma'am. No, the PPT isn't visible now. Aniket, I think you will need to stop sharing the screen.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so now the PPT.
Okay, so I welcome all. An immense pleasure to introduce my college to all of you. So this college started auspicious day of 1990, when the visionary founder, late Professor Chandrasekhar S. Deshpande, launched his
Sanjila, you're not audible.
AMIE classes in a rented classroom. The Now I am audible.
Am
I audible now?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. So,
Am I audible now? Wonderful. So I want to introduce my college today. And it's an immense pleasure that I got the chance to introduce my college today to all the participants. So the seed of Vidyalankar was sown on the auspicious day of Dashera in October 1960, when the visionary founder, late Professor Chandrasekhar S. Deshpande, launched his own AMI e-classes in a rented classroom. The inspiration behind the inception of Vidyalankar was the dedication of oneself to sincere academic pursuit and to satisfy the quest for knowledge in eager young minds. We have another founder, Dr. S.C. Deshpande, born in 1935, the wife of Professor C.S. Deshpande and one of the founders of Vidyalankar. In fact, she played a critical role in naming the group Vidyalankar. Her academic career is as illustrious as that of C.S. Deshpande. She held a PhD in English, an MA in English, and an MA in Public Administration. She had more than 35 years of teaching experience in both the domains of English and public administration. Vidyalankar Dhyanpit Trust. So the members here are Chairperson Deshpande. They both are highly qualified, and Director VDT Mr. Milind Tadwarkar. Under Vidyalankar Dhyanpit Trust, we have three colleges: VIT, that is Vidyalankar Institute of Technology, an engineering degree college approved by AICT and affiliated to University of Mumbai, and it offers BE, ME, MMS, and PhD. Second, Vidyalankar Polytechnic, an engineering diploma college affiliated to Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education. And VSIT, Vidyalankar School of Information Technology, a science, commerce, and management college affiliated to University of Mumbai. The vision and mission statements we have that to establish a leading center of imparting quality education in the field of science, commerce, and management with emphasis on ensuring that students learn the fundamental concepts in various disciplines, motivating students the scientific and technological knowledge to develop problem-solving capabilities, making students aware of the societal and environmental needs with specific appreciation of the emerging global context. And our mission is to have an educational environment where students can reach their full potential in their chosen discipline and become responsible citizens without compromising in ethics. And we want to provide a scholarly developed environment where the talents of both the faculty members and students are nurtured and used to create knowledge and technology for the benefit of the society. Just to give you a glimpse about VSIT campus, which is having a unique design. The courses which are being offered at VSIT at undergraduate level, BSc in Information Technology, BMS, that is Bachelor's of Management Studies, 3 special BComs in Accounting and Finance, in Banking and Insurance and Financial Markets, course, which is BA in Multimedia and Mass Communication, and also BSc Data Science. Postgraduate, we have Master of Science in Information Technology, Master of Commerce in Banking and Finance, Advanced Accounting, Business Management, and we have PhD Center also in Commerce, and that is in Business Economics. So thank you everybody for patience listening. So that was a brief introduction about our college. Now I would like to hand it over to Sia.
Hello again, myself Sia, event
Sia,
manager.
go ahead now.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, audible.
Hello again, myself Sia, event management head of CSI VSIT committee. It's an immense pleasure for me to introduce our today's speaker, Ms. Aarti Karande ma'am, as she will be imparting her valuable knowledge on machine learning with us. Before going further, I would like to give you all a small synopsis on machine learning. Machine learning is a method of data analysis that automates analytical model building. It is a branch of artificial intelligence based on idea that system can learn from data. It identifies patterns and makes decisions with minimal human intervention. I would like to extend a hearty welcome from our CSI VSI committee to Ms. Aarti Karinde ma'am and all our participants. Before we start, I would like to brief you all about our speaker. Ms. Aarti Karinde ma'am is an assistant professor at SPIT. Now let's begin with the event. Also, I would like to encourage all the participants to feel free to ask your doubts to ma'am by unmuting or raising your hands, and you can also put the question in the chat box. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Can I get the screen sharing option, because madam is sharing, so I cannot share.
Yes, ma'am.
My screen is visible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
No,
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am.
it's visible.
Okay. And I'm really very thankful that always it do happen that the topic and the speaker name is only given, and the detail about the speaker is given, and hence it is very difficult. Like I always think for a moment that whatever appreciation words are given as a speaker, sometimes I do feel this is the really person, I am the person about whom you are talking about. So I'm really happy with this. Yeah, the way she did, like she even reduced my work of talking about today's topic. So I wanted to thank you, Dr. Kelkar madam and sir, for giving me this opportunity, and madam for inviting me as a speaker for this. And it is really very awesome to work with VSIT all the time. And I always find it's a family environment. I become a very notorious when I'm there with all of them. And still they enjoy my notorious. And sometimes I do feel that what they must be thinking, madam, you are a professor and you are behaving like a student. But it is very, I'm very happy. And because of that, I always like to work with the VSIT, and they always consider me as a family person. And thank you very much. So I will start. I know that because the participants were like they are from almost last 30 minutes, and it should not happen that again the next need to be very much interesting. Okay, so coming with the topic like machine learning and its application. So correctly, like Sia correctly mentioned that what is a machine learning, but I will go in different direction, because when you follow the same route, then you will find that nothing difference is there. So let us have some different way. And uh, you know, on this particular topic, in this pandemic situation, ma'am correctly mentioned that during this pandemic situation, we got lots of opportunity to present ourselves, and I got like a lot. I connected with almost all over India and different colleges. I gave topic session on this topic or most of the different topics. But I learned one thing from this. I understood what theme of that particular event is there, and accordingly I completely changed my presentation. So I was not with the same concept like wahi presentation. Always I have tried my level best to get the difference. So considering the title like e-Symposium, and this is an international, so why not to go with a different, and number of questions are there in your mind. And I even I have done the same thing. I have written the questions, and below that some lengthy answers or some of the short answers. Okay. So as you know that machine learning, so machine and then learning and then its application. So there is a question in my mind came like, I need to teach a machine, please learn and teach me as well. So what I will teach that machine? So first I need to focus on learning concept. So what is the intelligence? So intelligence, if I say that artificial intelligence is there, so artificial means like somebody need to create. But what is the meaning of intelligence? So intelligence here means that some knowledge is there. Okay. So some knowledge, some report, something is coming out there. Or okay. Now am I audible? Hello, am I audible properly to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So intelligence first, let us start dividing the words and understanding, and then we will try to learn in detail with the machine learning itself. So if I say that intelligence, so intelligence is nothing but knowledge. I need to extract something, okay? And extracting something means now we are there offline, online, or during COVID situation also, number of things, number of parameters were there. But in the starting, when we were not aware about the COVID-19, whoever, whatever they were telling, we were simply saying that, yeah, that may be the correct, that may be the wrong, and so on. But now if someone tell you about the same thing, you may say that, no, these are not the symptoms of COVID-19, because now you understood the knowledge behind that. Now you understood the intelligence behind that. You started reasoning. There is a if, there is a cause. And this way you started getting the intelligence. Somebody is saying that these are the symptoms I'm getting. So you say, no, this is not a COVID symptom. These are some different symptoms. You understood like how to solve a particular problem with a perception. You know, problem solving is always given. Like there is some formula given, there is some mathematical model is given, but the way to solve that particular thing is different. So machine learning gives you a perception, how you can solve that particular problem. Okay, there may be number of solutions are available, but which solution you can select at that particular place, which is the best suitable, that things given by intelligence. Learning, everybody are learning, and here also we are going to learn that machine, and so that the machine will help us to conclude our solution, whether it is a correct or not. We can plan, you know, the best example of machine learning is like I'm starting my Google map, I'm traveling, and I just wanted to say that I want to reach at the destination. And that Google map is telling me this is a shortcut way, but this is having so much of traffic, and then you should not take that. If by mistake, and even by mistake you miss that route and you are there on another route, immediately Google map will help you to reach that particular location. So what is a Google map? It is one of the application, but it is based on the machine learning concept. And it will help you to manipulate and move the things. Like when you include this particular thing with related to some hardware device, the machine will work, you know, that robot will work for you. Now, for this, I have taken one best example over here, that is a Chinese room argument. No, because this particular problem statement, which was given by the Searles, this was the developer, you can say that author who came out with this particular argument. He said, what do you mean by artificial intelligence? And then we can understand the machine learning in detail. Like there is a room and I'm saying that like I'm very much superstitious person, and I'm saying that, oh, if you go in that room, no, you will start speaking in Chinese. And then surprisingly I'm entering in that room, but I'm not understanding how to speak in Chinese. Okay, but some people are following that those who are entering in that room, they will start speaking in Chinese. It is actually not so. That is simply a room. The person who know English and the person who know the rules, so that he can convert that English to Chinese, he can speak Chinese. That's what the simple that room is doing. But what we are saying, that person who is entering in that room will start speaking Chinese. That is not the Chinese argument. Chinese argument says that in that room, there is a rule book kept and there is some blank papers are kept. What is the eligibility given for that Chinese room? That the person who is entering in that room should know English. Okay, and when he's in that room, he will get that English notes, and then there will be a short book will be given, the rule book, and he will say that what is the meaning of I in Chinese, that symbol. Then he will write that on that piece of paper, and slowly and steadily he will read each and every word from that English. He will check in that rule book what is the meaning of M, and that for that what is a symbol, and he will note down that symbol on that piece of paper. And at the end of that conversion, like English, using the rule book to that Chinese, he will able to read that Chinese. Means that pronunciation will also be given, and then he will read that. Actually, that person don't know anything about Chinese. That room also don't know anything about Chinese. But because of that rule book, that person started speaking in Chinese, or that person started working, means understanding that Chinese words are these and this is the way it should be pronounced. Okay, so this room is, if I say that this room is a machine and that rule book is a learning, so that way a person can learn the Chinese. So actually this is a physical room, but it is not doing any conversion. Person who is going inside that room need to follow that rule book, and then only he can speak in Chinese. I think my intention is clear to all of you. So we are not going to make that machine as a learning. When how we are using that machine with the help of rule book will help us to understand that machine learning concept. Okay. Now again, I got another question. What do you mean by learning? And then I solved that how I can tell you what is the meaning of learning. So for this, I got this particular diagram, the first row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, and sixth row. Different pictures are there in this particular chart also. Like you will find first row is indicating different apples. Okay. And I'm very happy to see the different type of apple. So first time when I'm showing you the first picture of this particular matrix, that is an apple, I will say that I know how to identify apple. So I learned that. But just see the third image, which is a green in color. And if somebody is showing me this is a picture, green color, so what is this? So I will say that I don't know, because I learned apple is nothing but red in color and this is green in color. So this is not so. No. Learning means identifying that concept with the help of number of dimensions. Okay, number of features. So here in the first row, the apple can be red color, the apple can be white in color, the apple can be green in color, and different texture. But one common feature I can take out from the first row, that apple is almost like a circular, okay, and almost like a red in color. So I understood, okay, something which is in a circular pattern and something in the reddish can be an apple, okay, and the color may go on changing. So this is my learning. Those who are sitting in front of me, they must be recollecting when they were in the senior KG, like the first day of college, first day of school, and there are different things are kept, and teacher is asking, show me the apple. So you don't know what is apple. So teacher is showing, this is called as a apple. And then you are also searching where is such type of same thing is there. So you caught that and you said that, oh, see, ma'am, this is like apple. So ma'am is saying, yes, you are correct. Okay. Now I understood how to learn apple. Okay. Now let us go to the third row. See what I understood from the apple. It is a circular in shape, reddish in color, maybe the color vary. Okay. If I just select the same feature for identifying the third row image, so I got an tomato. Okay. And then teacher is asking, this is what? And I'm saying that this is apple. So teacher said, no, this is not apple. I will say, teacher, it is a red in color. It is in circular shape. So it is apple. So teacher said, no. Now the red in color and the circular in shape is not a valid way to identify that fruit. It is not a fruit. It is a vegetable. So now which feature came into picture? Test. Okay. So along with the dimension, along with the look and feel, one more feature come up. And then we learn, oh, so this is, if there is a test and we need to consider that this is a different type of test, I can conclude that this is not an apple. This is a tomato. Okay, the same way in the identifying different cattle also, or different animal also. And in that case, we are just trying to understand that animal with different perspective. And then we are saying, this is not cat, this is dog, and so on. So then we started differentiating the things. Okay. And the same concept, the same human concept are applied to the machine. And hence it is called as a machine learning. Okay. So I think the very basic platform of machine learning is clear to all of you. So learning is nothing but ability to perform a task. And here we need to understand that a particular physical device, actually it is not a physical device. It is a software, or it is a conceptual knowledge which will help us to learn. So there is one more thing. Now, ma'am correctly mentioned that this is an information technology students, and everywhere we learn coding. From first year to the last year, and then when you are there in the profession, every place you are doing only one thing, that is called as a program. Then what is the difference between programming and learning? You know, the conventional programming, starting from C language or COBOL or Pascal, or till date, whatever new language, scripting language or JSON or whatever new language Laravel is there. What we are doing actually, we are writing some code, we are typing something, we are taking something as an input, and that input is evaluated with the help of my program, and my result is generated. So that is a simple conventional programming. What I'm going to do with the machine learning? Machine learning will not write any program, but the outcome of the machine learning will be program. I just have to give the previous results. Yeah, if this is a color, this is the shape, this is the test, it can be a tomato or it can be an apple. Okay, and then I will be getting new data. Circular shape, green in color. Tell me, what is this? This is apple or this is a tomato? Okay, so I am coming out with some rule book. Okay, rule book in the sense some if then. Okay, so indirectly I can say that this is some set of programs which is coming out of the machine learning. So input for the machine learning, my current input, and along with my already extracted result, and based on this two, it will come out with concept saying that this is a if then else, and you need to apply and check with some more type of features. I will go in detail with this. Okay, so let us understand what you've done in the classical learning methods. Like concept learning, I'm teaching on the board, I'm writing something, you are understanding, and you are replying back. Or I may go with some decision tree. If this is a particular branch, so you are going to this particular domain. And then from this, like if I want to travel from Mira Road to Vadala, so how I will travel? I will check how much time I need to reach. So first is a factor, first factor is time. Then I will select the shortest way of traveling option. Then I will check which is a convenient for me at this particular prime time. Train, bus, or any private vehicle, okay, or flying option, but flying option is not possible. So every place you check the option. So every time I am having a tree structure. If train, then where I need to get down, then what I need to select, and so on. So decision tree is there. And at the end, the leaf node are telling whether I achieve the results or not. So this is a concept, classical learning. Rule-based learning, I may give with the if then else statement. So, but we are going to use them if then else only, but changing if then else. Okay. So rule-based learning is one of the classical or logical learning. I will ask if, what is a condition? Okay. If the condition is true, then this is going to happen. If condition is false, this is going to happen. One condition may lead to another condition, and so on. And the last one is analytical learning, where I need to apply some analytics based on my previous experience or previous knowledge. And then I may say that now this will happen. Last year, almost everyone was saying that, oh, you are sneezing. You may be having some symptoms. Don't. This may be a COVID-19. But now if you are sneezing, I may say that, oh, you just have to, how long you are suffering from this? Then maybe you not be a COVID-19. So these are the different way we are upgrading ourselves. Okay. Now let us understand the machine learning. Now the time, the story or the movie starts. This is a simple example. This pandemic situation taught us to always buy online. It is a safe way, and we come to know that within how much time, who is going to deliver, whether if it is wrong, then I need to resend them, and they will send me back. So this is a normal picture, and this picture is nothing but the simplest example of machine learning. See what I have written in this. I have just written that I am looking for a red shirt. Okay. So I am looking for a red shirt for under $20. Very simple. So you may say that those who are aware of database, they will say that it is a simple query. Select star from this table name where shirt is equal to shirt color is equal to red and amount is less than 20. Very simple. But how the machine will do? Now this is this particular query will give me exact output. But machine learning will not do that. Machine learning will work differently. I will tell you how. See, the question is given, I'm looking for a red dress shirt for under $20. Very simple. But what is output? You can see in the output, there are 3 types of red shirts are given. In the center one is the actually red shirt, proper red shirt. But if we can just focus on this first and the last one, which is almost red, but see the color combination, someplace the white border is there, the collar is different, or the cliff is different. Okay. And you can see the below part. These are not red color. One is a red t-shirt is shown, and this one is red checks is shown. What is my question? My question was red dress shirt. But what they have shown me? They have shown me everything. And this is called as a machine learning. Means machine learn that you require red shirt with the price is below $20. But machine is very tricky. He want to understand something more from you. And that learning says that this is your answer. Correct. Don't stop. I will show you something more. And then I was planning to buy red shirt, but looking toward the below comment, like men's regular fit dress shirt, the first dress comment. I didn't ask for them to give me the comment about the shirt, but still they gave. And see the stars, 5 stars given. So I may change my mind and I will start thinking, अरे ये red shirt तो ठीक है, लेकिन ये थोड़ा सा अच्छा लग रहा है. And then look at the cost, $12. So my requirement is also fulfilling. I may take a next column like this particular red shirt where I will say that this is $18, but this is a reversible cuff. So I may change that, and this is a one more feature. I may get one more thought process. Arey, ye shirt ke bajaye, this red t-shirt is looking fantabulous. Why I need to buy the red shirt? I may go with the red t-shirt, or look at this blue color. This is looking more better than the red color. If I try this query with the normal database, I may get only answer. I may get only result. But when I apply this particular question to a particular intelligent system, I will not only get my answer, but it will give me some different options. It means my machine was already trained and they want to learn, or they want to give you some more options. When I'm accessing my Google map and I just want to say that I want to travel from Mira Road to Wadala, okay, it will give me the different route, but the best route will be highlighted. And if I select some more options, I want to understand some more restaurant on my way. So in restaurant, it will not be specific one type of restaurant. It will give me different type of restaurant. So it will give me a variety of options, and I will be so happy saying that I may comment, "Arey, tu to mere dil ki baat samajh liya." Okay, so this understanding the heart language is one of the job of machine learning. So let us go in detail. So how exactly the machine is learning? So first of all, the input is given because initially the machine don't know anything. Machine is totally blank. We need to give the input. And based on that input, machine will learn, okay, if this is the output, this is going to be the result. Agar ye data ko thoda sa twist karenge, so this can be the output. And hence, it will try to learn all the different combination of that data. Okay, so the data can be structural data, the data can be unstructured data, but still it will try to learn and it will come out with something called as a elementary learning. Initially, the machine don't know, but slowly and steadily, it will learn. One more example, you people, like when you started learning your bicycle, initial phase, you was not knowing anything, but you tried to balance yourself, somebody help you to learn that. And now you people can easily drive the bike because now you understood. And just while driving also you can talk. And this is nothing but generalization. The same thing, because initially when you were not knowing anything about cycle, you started learning that, and when you become expert in it, you like while driving also you are talking, you are doing some another things. So the same way machine will learn. The only difference with the machine learning is like it required large amount of data because it is a machine. No, we need to train them, and training will not be like a one day job. It need to be like a large enough. Like one day you didn't started learning your bicycle. You practice that, and that practice is nothing but giving some more data. So hence machine learning required large number of data. Now there is another question which floated in my mind. Why I need machine learning? Yeah, I'm very happy. I know that Excel sheet, I know that data, and these are some pattern I'm getting with the help of some mathematical model. But why I need machine learning? I'm there sitting at Mira Road and I want to reach Wadala within just 40 minutes. It is very difficult for me. And if I'm getting Google Assistant, I may immediately say, yes, ma'am, I will be there within 40 minutes. It is helping us to solve complicated problems. If like I want a red shirt and I'm really confused whether red will suit me or not, and whether there is any other option or not. So immediately machine learning will help me. Oh, this is not suitable for this is very good for you. Recently I just learned one application because I was there on different panels. So there was one prototype coming in market. Like I need to check which dress is suitable for me. You may be telling me that, ma'am, ye to available hai, ekdam common hai. So I just need to stand in front of that application. Different dress option will be there. I need to check it out. I can check it with my different hairstyle also. Like which hairstyle will be suitable for me. And then I can tell my hairdresser, please change this. This is good, looking good. Even I have seen some of the prototype where if I want to count some pipe in that truck, I need to check each and every pipe in that. But now there is an application. I just have to take the photograph and that photograph will count how many pipe is there. You may say that, madam, ye to kya samne wala pipe check karke dega. What about there are some different pipe which are behind. So that particular mobile application was such a way trained that it was capturing two-dimensional image, but based on the different features of that image, it was counting correctly that how many pipes are there in that truck. And this is nothing but learning, machine learning. That algorithm was designed in such a way that it was correctly predicting that how many pipes are there. So how it works? It will take the data generation, slowly and steadily increasing data. Then it will help me to improve my decision making. It will come out with some pattern or trend which I never thought of, and then it will help me to solve different complicated problems. So this is a need for machine learning. But then there is a question came in my mind. Okay, I understood that it will help me to solve different complicated problems. In this pandemic, you like to learn, like to play online games, how that different games are coming in market. It may be the need of that current time zone. You may find that the game is simple. When I was small, I know that bike wala game. Now the same game is done, but using my finger trip, I can just that jungle run or something like that. Same way, the bike is only running, but now the scenario has changed. The learning is different. And now you will try to capture the points and you will try to increase your point. So why I need that machine learning? Maybe I just want that person to engage with something. Let us understand this. The first example which I listed out here, it is not an application of machine learning, but you can treat this as an application. Like, can I understand whether it is the mail is spam mail or not? You must be aware of phishing, that email phishing. Somebody is mailing you and asking, oh, great, you won this much prize and you are so much, oh my God, I got mail, I need to give my bank detail. And slowly and steadily, what is happening? They are not, you didn't won any prize, but they won some amount from your account. How your computer or your mailbox come to know that this is a spam mail without informing you that email is directly moved to the spam mail filter? Because it will understand the content. It will understand who is the sender, what type of data is written, what type of attachment is written, and whether it is you are trained. Okay, means how many such type of mail you have gone through till date, and it will analyze your history, and based on that it will move that mail as a spam mail. There are so many detailed things about it, but I have given a very generic explanation about putting the mail as a spam mail, or it will help you to go for a mail filter. I can come out with large number of knowledge from large number of database. There is one subject you all might have faced called as a data mining. Simple one is a market basket analysis. That diaper and fruit wala or milk and jam bread wala problem. Like how many people are going to buy milk and how many will buy bread along with it. So that market basket analysis concept, where the knowledge is extracted from large number of database. The machine learning can be helpful for you if you are having millions of data. And then you can come out with some conclusion. So here I need machine learning algorithm. If I want to mimic some human, like if I want to understand your handwriting, okay, so I need to be very much, very much expert, whether you are writing S or you are writing 5. How I will identify? I will check that. You must be telling, ma'am, handwriting का तो दो ही लोग काम कर सकते हैं. एक तो है वो डॉक्टर और दूसरा होता है वो जो क्या बोलते हैं pharmaceutical. They only can read the handwriting different. There is a third person, that is a teacher. Even we are also genius to understand your handwriting, because what you are writing is not important, but how you are writing, that is also important thing which we need to consider. So recognizing handwriting is one of the tasks. You will ask, what is the difficult? We wrote the answer no correctly, but there is a scenario. The question is not important. Whatever question, madam, you ask, I will write the answer which I know. So in that case, still if I want to understand ki baba tune kya likha hai, I need to have some intelligence machine which will help me to understand your handwriting. So machine learning is one of the helpful tool for me to understand your handwriting. Now the question is how? Tell me, proof. So I will prove you. How many of you write S and 5 in the similar manner? No, 5 bhi aisa hi hota hai, S bhi aisa hi hota hai. How can I know that you wrote S or you wrote 5? So what intelligence I can apply? I will say that if that S is with some alphabet, I may say that, yeah, this is a S, this is a character. But if there is some numbers are given or some equation is given, so I may say that this is not yes, this is a 5, okay? And the same concept I can teach to my machine, and machine will capture saying that, yeah, correct. This is not 5, this is a yes. And hence it will tell me what actually the content is given. There are so many applications are available nowadays in market, and we just have to take the picture. My daughter was searching, she was not getting that answer. And I said, no, let me Google. She said, don't worry, I will tell you what she got some application. She got that photograph and she submitted. That photograph content was extracted and that application searched the answer for her from the Google itself. And it saved lots of time. Like when I Google, I will get number of link, but for her directly the answer was given. So such type of things, like see, within a fraction of moment, she got the answer. Now, developing such type of system is one of the expensive, and manually doing all that task is very expensive. So whenever you want to have such type of questions in your mind, machine learning is only the solution for you. Okay. So I know that we are academicians, so we need to follow one tradition called as a, ma'am, you are giving us lots of explanation. Lekin मैं answer book में क्या लिखूं? So hence I have come out with some slides in between where you can write down something as a definition, proper scientific definition. So machine learning first formal definition was given by Tom Mitchell, And he said that a computer program is set to learn from experience. Okay, just label that as a E. With respect to some of the tasks, T. Okay, and then with performance measure call as a P. So if its performance is correct based on that experience, I can say that, yeah, you learn. Let me explain you what again that example of Apple. The first day in your primary KG, you are there in the classroom, teacher is showing you Apple. Okay, and she is asking me, she is asking you all that where is Apple? So you got the similar picture and she said, yes. And she said, very good. So that for very good, you were so happy that you started saying that I know how to identify Apple. So experience, how come experience came? Because she said very good. And how what you did? Task. See, just imagine that instead of apple, you you took the picture of tomato. So she said, no, this is wrong. So it is a wrong answer. So you said, oh, that task was wrong. So again, that is also one of the experience. And your performance was measured with some of the stars on your hand. And hence, slowly and steadily, you learn how to identify an apple and a tomato. So learning the component. Now I'm going to be a little bit serious about this topic because learning the application is quite easy, but understanding the component from machine learning is one of the tasks. So machine learning required the first component is algorithm, means set of rules and techniques. Okay, so it is not so that all the data is simply collected and I will say that, oh, I learned this. No, it is not possible. Just imagine your mom is shouting on you, what cupboard is this hell you have done in this mess, totally mess. Organize it properly. So what you will do? You will say that you only do it. No, I don't know how to do it. But if she's forced you, nahi, tujhe hi karna hai sab. What you will do first job, you will pura wo cupboard ko khali karoge. And then you will waste your 10 minutes in identifying ki mere paas kitne kapde hai. Okay, then you will define your own rules. Okay, let me put all shirt aside, all pant aside, all cultural dress aside, all the formal dress aside. So you define your rules. And how you applied that? You just had a glance on all the clothes. You didn't started with it. Then you understood, okay, I'm having this type of 4 categories. And then you actually started looking at each and every cloth and you started keeping that in that different groups. Then in between you got different, like you got your belt, you got your tie, and then you started thinking, ye kahan pe rakhu? Okay, so these are the different techniques you followed just to arrange your cupboard. And here we need to arrange our millions of data. Okay, so algorithm is mandatory where it will check what is a problem statement. It will check what type of data is there. And then it will check how I can simplify the task. You know, I started with the red shirt. Amazon hold 1,000 millions of records. But what I asked, a red shirt. And then it apply the rules ki mujhe out of this much data, how can I be fast, how can I give different comments, how can I attract the customer, and so on. Okay, so this is a set of rules and different statistical techniques. Then there is going to be a model. It is not so that what data aapko dikha diya, different shirt, it was properly organized. Are you recollecting that slide where the red shirt was in center because that was my requirement? But along with that, the things were kept in such a way that I started wondering, oh, see, the t-shirt is also there. The blue shirt looks fine. So my attraction moves through that direction as well. So it started, this is the one of the way the people will try to, or the machine will try to give you more information, saying that why not you try with this. Okay, so model is nothing but where it will help you to come out with some decision. Okay, it will portray the data in such a way that you will think or you will rethink. Now there is a next thing called as a predictor variable. What actually you want to find out? I asked red shirt. So predictor variable is nothing but my requirement, a red shirt. It will predict my output and it will show me all the pictures of red shirt. And so my question was taken, what I wanted to predict. And response variable. Response variable actually is nothing but what I asked, red shirt, and for that red shirt, red t-shirt, blue color shirt. So different things as output. Sometimes if your model is not properly trained, then you will find everything as a mess. You are asking for red shirt and it is showing something different. So your model should be trained in such a way, it will take the question, and for that question, it will check you what are the different way I can define. Okay. So the most important role in this machine learning component is like predictor variable, and based on that, the response variable. And then how you are training. That is most important thing. Like I got all the clothes on my bed and I started thinking, oh my God, I'm having so many clothes, and I started classifying. And how I'm training that. This is shirt, put here. This is my pant, put here, and so on. This is a training. Okay. So you organized your clothes. The training is properly done. And immediately your mom is coming. Ye kahan pe rakhna hai? So this is a test data now. Now you say that, give me that shirt. I know where to keep it. Okay. So training data is nothing but based on my all available data, I have made it available. And then all of a sudden somebody is asking me, give me that shirt which you have, which I want to wear on that cultural event. So I will not disturb all the clothes. I will just go to that particular column and I will take out. So that retrieving the response variable will be very easy and it will save my time. Okay. So training data and testing data. Training is nothing but I will organize my data in such a way that it will be very easy for me to predict something. And then testing is nothing but now you just ask me the question, I will answer. Okay. What you are doing in your classroom learning, you are going physically to the classroom, you are attending, your teacher is teaching to you, training data, and what you are doing in your exam, testing. And based on your testing, we will be saying that, yeah, this subject was properly taught in the class. Okay. So the same concept is there with the machine learning. So there is a process. How I can go with the machine learning. You may say that, ma'am, again process. Okay, process is mandatory and it is required for all the type of job. Okay, so machine learning process will ask you, tell me, what is your problem? So my problem is organizing my cupboard. Okay, so it will take, okay, organization means I want a proper classification. Okay, so based on whatever problem statement you will give, it will define the objective. Because same technique I cannot apply for different problem. If I say that I want to travel from Mira Road to Wadala, and the way I organize my cupboard, the same technique if I try to apply, it will be mess. I will not get anything as output. Okay. So every problem statement will have its own unique objective. Then for that, you need to first collect the data. So what I got all the clothes on my bed. So data gathering. So data may be just mess. It is like mixed, everything is mixed. So I may prepare the data. I may sort out, which is not properly pressed or something, but I will just sort out. I may say that this is missing. Arey, iska ye wala kidhar gaya? Then I will start searching that. Okay. So data preparation is the most important phase of machine learning. If your data is not properly organized, you may not come out with the knowledge. Okay, if I say that if this particular subject was very nicely taught in the class, but you didn't perform very well in your examination, so the comment will be totally wrong. It may be because some of the data was missing or some of the data was duplicated, my prediction may go wrong. Okay, so first data is collected, it is organized properly, and then I will start analyzing. Okay, तो मैंने क्या किया, बेड के सारे क्लोथ्स को सेपरेट किया, and then मैंने सोचना चालू किया, why can't I merge this shirt and t-shirt all together, or this should be a culture, different block hona chahiye. So these are the way the data analysis is performed. Okay, and now I will start making that fold of my cloth and I will start organizing. Now I will say that, see, these are my properly organized. And then the models will be defined. And then I will show to my mom saying that, see, my cupboard is well organized. Okay. And then she will ask me, how many dresses you are having? I will say that, oh, I'm having 7 dresses. Then why you are asking for the new dress? So that prediction I need to answer properly. Okay. So this is all fun. Keep fun aside, but just understand the different 7 steps, and the same steps we are going to follow with the different rules and techniques. When do we use the machine learning? That was very good question, because, okay, this is my daily example, and our organizing cupboard is not a big task. Why I need a machine? Okay, I can do it on my own as well. But when you don't have, or I can say that when I'm having large amount of data and it is a time consuming, I can definitely select machine learning. I have listed out 4 examples over here, like navigating on Mars. Human expertise does not exist. How I can navigate on Mars? Mission Mangal mission. What was the name of the movie? But what that movie explored to us, human expertise is not possible. But still, I can predict whether there is a water on Mars or not. Okay, it is because of the machine learning. We have trained machine how the water molecule look like and what type of sand is there on Mars, and then they will try to do the analysis, and then the prediction is there whether the water molecule really exists or not. Speech recognition, now I'm speaking those who are like from Mumbai, they will come to know my English is little bit like a Marathi only. But those who are from Bangla, their Marathi, their English is little bit like a Bengali only, or you will come to know, because in India we are having different languages, and hence identifying what that person is trying to say. Now here the expertise, you can say that human is expertise in that, but still he will not understand because the domain may be different or the pronunciation is different. So human can't explain their expertise in case of speech recognition. They will start wondering what that person is trying to say. I'm not understanding. Okay. Yeah, I know that sometime when you are not attending the class and still you will say that what teacher is teaching, I don't know, because my attention was not there. So that is a different, that is not a machine learning. So don't try to merge two things over here. I know some of the students are laughing and they are just recollecting the day when they were in the class and teacher was just trying to teach, and they were like without botherless, they were like watching. Okay, so that speech recognition is not the topic here. Here you are trying to understand some words where the pronunciation is not correct, or the most important, you are in India and you are trying to learn Chinese, you are not understanding because the Chinese is not our language. So you need to understand that with the help of rule book. Okay. Model must be customized, personalized medicine. Generic medicine, nowadays we are having generic medicine. The components are same. But how do I know that whether these components are suitable for my disease or not? Okay. So here model will identify that what are problem you are facing, what medicine is prescribed to you, and if that medicine is not available, you can go away with this. Okay. Paracetamol. So paracetamol is there available in how much quantity and how much it is suitable for you. Based on that, the model will predict you if this particular medicine is suitable for you, if this medicine is not available. So models are based on huge amount of data, like genomics. Genomic is widely in a different subject or domain where you will get number of combinations. It is very difficult to predict. Right now we heard COVID third wave with different type of mutation. From where they got such type of mutation? It was not so that the COVID came in a new dress and said that how my dress look like. It is not so. It is a different mutation that genomic, they calculated that this is a different dress that COVID virus is carrying now. Okay. And hence we need to understand the different symptoms which is given by that COVID-19. So here we can use the machine learning to check whether this is the possibility. 2 days back in Times of India, there was a prediction given by it was given 2 months back as well by IIT Kharagpur, and they said that the new mutation of COVID is going to be one of the hazardous. So on what basis they said? Because they have trained the model, and based on that they are predicting now this mutation may happen and it will come out as one of the problem. Now you must be thinking, madam, आप इतना सारा बोल रहे हैं, rules है, statistic है, ऐसा technique होता है, वैसा technique होता है, तो इसका मतलब this is a maths? Yeah, this is a maths, but different type of maths. Okay. If I just map this machine learning with the help of statistic, so in statistic, I'm doing something called as hypothesis testing. But in case of machine learning, indirectly, I'm building something called as a decision tree. Here, I'm performing something called as a design, experimental design, or some of the technique called as a linear regression, logistic regression, some principal component analysis. But in machine learning, I may have some of the rule induction or neural network. Some different things are there in machine learning. Some of this technique of PCA, logistic regression, do exist in machine learning as well. Now, before starting with different technique of machine learning, I know that some of you must be thinking, हमें थोड़ा सा live में दिखाएंगे, हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कुछ खरीदने को जाते थोड़ा टेस्ट करने को मिलेगा. So let us see the test of machine learning application. The first application is the automatic car. Tesla, you might have heard about Tesla. बीच में एक ऐसा आया था कि in Tesla a lady got delivered because and without any driver that car took that lady to the hospital, but in between she got delivered in that car itself. I just heard, I don't have any proof with this, but yeah. So this car was designed to drive on road considering different way of driving, like when the obstacle is there, what should be the speed, on which route to be selected, or what are different option like horning, or if there is a patient in the car, what action to be taken. So here, this is based on the machine learning only. This particular car includes camera, obstacle detection system, LiDAR is there for identifying, GPS system is also there to locate this particular car itself. So how it will look like? The car is checking whether the route is correct or not. Okay. Then it will check the path planning is correct or not, shortest time. It will build some adaptive vision, okay, whether the route is going or not. And it will learn from different drivers, how fluently you have to drive. So there is no driver inside, but still the car is taking all this action based on the large amount of data. So your machine learning algorithm is designed in such a way that car will take action. Ki abhi speed obstacle dikh raha hai. Okay, so apply the brake. Now the road is empty, so drive, increase the speed. Check who is sitting inside the car and accordingly change the position, and so on. Some more examples I have listed out here. First is Netflix recommendation engine. We are used to with the Netflix and Prime Video. Just go and have a look. There are different algorithms behind this. If I'm just watching one particular web series, and below there will be some recommendation. Okay, that recommendation will be mapping to my current web series, or it may be like I know this fighting scenes, so it will suggest me some of the web series or some of the movie from that. So this particular model is trained in such a way to understand viewers' perception, and based on that, the recommendation will be there. So Netflix is one of the famous recommendation engine, and it is based on the machine learning only. Next is Facebook auto tagging feature, like you tag your friend, that friend ka friend tag you, and hence, and then there will be this is based on deep mind face verification system, where it is a combination of machine learning algorithm along with the neural network, and it will try to understand your facial features. And then the friend will be like, I don't know you, but somewhere or the long time you tag my photograph. And if I'm taking the same photograph, it will ask me, this is the friend. Okay. So this is also one of the machine learning solution. It will help you to tag your friend or your family members. Amazon Alexa, natural language processing. You just have to start with the Google Assistant. I will say Google, and then it will ask me the question, and then it will answer my queries. It will work as my virtual assistant, and within a fraction of second, my output will be there. Okay. यहाँ पे ना मुझे एक जोक याद आ रहा है कि वो पंजाबी है, कोई तो दलजीत ऐसा कुछ हीरो है, and the Punjabi tone is different, and that video was very much viral. He was asking something to the Alexa, and he said, Alexa, I want this song. And Alexa was not getting his speech, and she was saying, sorry, this song is not available. How that Alexa was predicting? Because she was trying to understand that hero's pronunciation, and she was searching in her large amount of data, and she was trying to predict. Okay, so this is also machine learning based on the filter I gave with the spam filter, right? The spam filter, analyzing your mail in real time. Like sometimes you just try, and in your mail content you write down, please find attached document for your reference, and don't attach anything, and click on send button. It will not send that mail. It will prompt you. You have mentioned some word related to attachment, but the attachment is missing. Who is doing that? Somebody, you may think that, oh, somebody is reading my mail. Nobody is reading your mail. Means actually there are things, but right now nobody is reading your mail. But as you word the called as attachment, it may get confused that there is no attachment. So that model is trained in such a way. Okay, so I hope my last almost 50 minutes talk made you clear that what you mean by machine learning, and you are thorough or you will start now onwards, whenever you will find such type of examples in front of you, you will say that, "Arey, ye to machine learning se kiya hua." I hope that much knowledge is properly imparted to you. Now, in a very short time, I will focus you on what are the different type of machine learning is possible. Okay. So machine learning is happened with the three basic type of learning. One is called as a supervised learning. Second one is called as a unsupervised learning. And third one is called as a reinforcement learning. And then this particular slide is focusing on, like, if I'm talking about supervised learning. So there are two ways. One is called as a classification. Second one is called as a regression. And these are actually a chapters, like, which we can carry out with the time duration of one hour per. In unsupervised, we can go with the clustering and we can go with the dimension reduction. And then a reinforcement, there is no specific, but we will go in detail. I will try my level best to make the concept of unsupervised, supervised, and reinforcement learning clear. I will not go in detail with this algorithm. So let us understand what you mean by supervised learning model. No, see, these are the pictures. All of you are aware. Tom and Jerry. Okay, Tom का कैसा होता है? Grayish color होता है. Jerry almost थोड़ा सा orangish color होता है. And these pictures are already there in your mind. And when these pictures are already there in your mind, along with that, the picture is also given. This is a Tom picture. Okay, so picture is given with the label on it. So what I will do, I will see, oh, this is a Tom. Below is also written as a Tom. So he will take, that machine will take label data. Are you getting that? Data is already there and data is with the label saying that this is a Tom picture. This is a Jerry picture. But this is a large amount of data. You know, these are the large amount of data. So what I will do, I will collect all the pictures. I will organize that pictures. I will clean that data and I will apply something called as a extended data analysis. There may be chances that the Jerry picture is somewhat like thoda sa cut ho gaya hai, thoda sa color fade hua hai. So these are the some data preparatory. You know, I told you 7 steps of machine learning. So same here, this is the next step. Third step, where it will collect the data, but it will try to analyze the data. The data is correct or not, some data is missing or not, some data duplicate or that, some irrelevant data is there or not. And then it will select the proper training algorithm on it. And then the model will be formulated. And then you can say that, I mean, next time, if someone is showing you Tom ka picture, you will say that, oh, these are the features. No, it is like a Tom because you already aware of the label data. I gave the example of cupboard. You know, mom asked me to organize the cupboard. I know how the t-shirt look like. I know how the shirt look like. So these are already labeled data. And hence it was very easy for me to classify. I am not some different type of dress is there and I am started visualizing. Ye kya hai? Okay, it may be one dress and I am not understanding whether it is a shirt, it is a kurta or it is a sari. I'm not getting that. Okay, so that is called as unlabeled data. But here in supervised learning, you will have all the data properly labeled and you just have to organize. So I know these are the shirt, these are the t-shirt, these are the pant. So I will just organize, fold it and properly keep it. Okay, and if now I am giving you ye kya hai, so I will say that this is a shirt because just now I organize that and I learn all these things. So it is a supervised data. Next example, you are there in the classroom, teacher is teaching you. Okay, and the same question is there in your examination. You will say that, ha, ma'am ne wo bataya tha. Immediately you will write answer. Okay, so this is called as a, somebody is there to train you, supervised data. So this is a conceptual diagram where some training data is there, some labels are given, the machine learning is extracting the features. Okay, so that features will be listed out as an index. And then when the new data is coming, that index will be applied on this new data and it will be predicted whether it is a shirt or not. Because मैंने अभी just shirt को fold करके रखा है and I know how the shirt look like. Okay, so that features are there in my mind and it was labeled कि इसको shirt ही बोलते हैं. So when new thing is there in front of me, I will apply that feature. Oh, it is like that and हाँ ये तो shirt ही है. And then I can predict. Okay, so when everything is given, you got the proper label data, you can say that it is a supervised learning. So supervised learning can be a binary classification that I just have to differentiate between zeros and ones, true or false. Or I may have some classification, like I may have different type of features and based on that, I will predict whether it is a correct or not. I may go with some regression दो चीजों के हिसाब से y is equal to mx plus c. So I will check कि x आया तो y कितना आना चाहिए. And based on that, so this is supervised because you have the formula with you. Y is equal to mx plus c. So you will take the x value, label data, and from that you will predict the y data. Okay. In-Sim-Link is nothing but combine and different. Like I may combine classification and regression together, and I may come out with some more model. But I know what is going to happen. You know, I was very much confident. अभी मुझे किसी ने बोला कि मैडम आपको ये Laravel language सिखाना है. So I will say that it is very easy. On what basis? Because I have already learned almost all programming language. So learning the new language is just a new syntax. Otherwise, it is one and the same. So this is called as a supervised learning because this is just some simple syntax will differ and I will be mastered in that particular language. So I think you are clear. Somebody is there to teach you with knowledge and from that you are learning and now you are predicting. So supervised learning. Unsupervised learning. COVID situation. Imagine 2020, nothing was aware. Somebody is sneezing, you are frightened. Oh my God, this must be the COVID symptoms. But now you will say that, okay, these are not COVID symptoms. Unlabeled data, you were not able to predict. Tom picture is there, Jerry picture is there, but you don't know. This is a Tom or this is a Jerry. What you did? Gray color altogether, orange color altogether. Now you have, your job is increased. Okay. So online education, teacher was teaching, but still you are not bothering about the teacher and you are doing on your own. Okay. If you could have attended that lecture, it is treated as a supervised learning. But it is like you just had that, लेकिन खुद का study खुद किया. So you started asking, oh, this is which subject, which topic, which sub, कौन से year का है, or all that things. So you started understanding the different features. Nobody labeled it. Okay. So when you got unlabeled data, I don't know what you mean by sari, and some cloth is there. So I may say that this is not, this is something like a long cloth is there, what it is called. So I started understanding the feature that it is a long, it may be some certain height is there, certain width is there, and how it is worn. And based on that, I may say that, oh, this is called as a sari. Okay. Okay. So when nothing is given to you, unlabeled data, and based on your own understanding, you are coming with some model. Okay. So you are collecting the data, you are analyzing the data, you are performing the analysis on it. Some algorithms are there, and based on that, you are classifying. Most of the classification techniques belongs to unsupervised model. Okay. So here you will try to understand the pattern and you will discover the output. And in supervised, you will understand the pattern, but you will just map that to the output because somebody is there who taught you that. And in this case, you only discovered something. Okay. Normally, when I'm cooking and if that dish is not the so-called dish, I say that I discovered that dish. So I will say that this is unsupervised dish because I just manipulated with some of the component and this is a new dish. Okay. So unsupervised learning. So here how it look like? Some text is there. I'm extracting the feature, but what is that feature? That labeling is not given. So this is only difference, but this is making huge difference. When I know how the shirt look like, I can immediately organize. But if I don't know, I need to understand all its features and I need to take out the common features. And then I can say that, oh, this is called as a shirt. Okay. So your predictive model may take more time because nobody is there to train you. You are only extracting the information and you are predicting. Fine. So unsupervised learning, clustering, that way of classification. So clustering, grouping based on the similarity. Anomaly detection, like identifying unusual data points. You know, anomaly detection, like car manufacturing, such type of things are normally available. Like they know how the car look like, but that if that particular problem is there, so that system will say that this is not defined pattern. So this is a problem. So this is unsupervised. Because ये वाला problem मेरे system में नहीं है. So this is unsupervised. Association mining, identifying the set. So here I'm not sure how many people are getting the milk and how many people are getting the bread same time. So I need to associate the different item set. Or I may go with dimensional reduction also. I don't know anything. So I may say that this is not important, this is not important, this is not important. And I come out with small set of data, unsupervised data, which I feel good. that features I will retain. Now there is a fourth component actually. Some of the book or some of the author do support this, but most of the author says that no, it is not required. And this is called as a semi-supervised. Semi-supervised is nothing but where some place, some training is provided to you and some place it is just left to you कि अभी तुम लोग manage करो. So here semi-supervised where it will take training based on the level data. But in that training, all the data will not be provided. All the training will not be done. But it will just analyze कि हाँ थोड़ा सा इस तरह से मतलब now we also do the same thing, no? Like when you are trying to understand new language, okay? You will understand first and last word, and in between you will just manipulate because you know the meaning of first statement, you know the meaning of last statement. So in between you will just manipulate. So this is also semi-supervised, where you are trying to combine the combination of supervised learning and unsupervised learning together. So some place it will be very easy for you to predict and some place it will be difficult. Most common example of semi-supervised is nothing but fraud detection. You know how the proper fraud is happening. That technique, this is a supervised, this is treated as a fraud. But new fraud will be same as that of you cannot predict. It may be a different also. Okay, so hence this is a semi-supervised where you will come to know the different type of fraud, but the same moment the new type of fraud you will try to relate some analytical you will perform. Okay, or I just mentioned like natural language processing where some of the words you know, but some of the words you will try to be judgmental where it is used, and based on that you will predict okay, this is the output of this particular thing. So the first important is supervised learning, second one is unsupervised learning, but the most of the author says that semi-supervised learning is also one of the type, but it is not a standard one, it is a combined one. The third type of learning, machine learning, is reinforced learning. You know, this is the environment. Like here, the learning is based on the awards. Like there is a dog and you are throwing some stick. So he will look at your action. And based on that action, he will perform the response. Okay. So here, if that dog correctly got that stick, you will appreciate. So he will understand, oh, this is the way I need to work on it. And if you punish, then he will think, okay, I don't have to do that. So in reinforcement learning, there is no supervisor. There is no unsupervisor. But based on your own learning, how much punishment you got, you are going to work. Okay. So let us see this particular thing. Like this is most of the time it is applied in games. Reinforcement learning, there is a most important role done by the agent. So agent will check what is the environment, what action you need to perform. So the first step here is observe. So agent will observe, okay, there is an environment, there is a fire, there is one bucket is there, and there is a water. So he will decide कि अभी मुझे क्या करना है. And just imagine that he is not trained because this is not a supervised learning. And it is like randomly he just went near to the fire, he may get fired. Okay. So based on that action, he got penalty. Okay, because that action was wrong. So he got penalty. So he learned, oh my God, I don't have to do that. So then he will go to the next policy, he will check, okay, if this is the environment, this is a water, he will take that water, he will apply that on the fire, and then he will get penalty. हम लोग भी ऐसे ही करते हैं ना, you know, when I'm tackling my children, like I will say that if you get this much marks, I will give you chocolate. So if he did that, I gave him chocolate. So next time he will remember, okay, I'm doing this, you give me chocolate. So this is indirectly reinforcement learning. Or somebody is teasing you कि तू ये कर ही नहीं सकेगा. Somebody like this particular environment is saying that no, you can't do that. And still there is no one to teach you, but on your own you are learning. I will give you one more example. Like when you were small, your parent taught you how to walk. Okay, but how you learned running, like as an athletic, there is different on your own only. You said, no, I need to move my own thing. You may say that, ma'am, there was a coach, but coach bhi ek level tak aata hai, uske aage wo nahi aayega. So there you applied your own things, and When you find something as a problematic, you skip that. When you found something like a very good for you, implemented that. So this is also reinforcement learning. So this is normally given in machine learning specifically for the robotics. Robots are trained that these are the way your hand movement should be there, but robots will apply its own intelligence along with that. He will take that action, and when he find it is not suitable, they may change. Video gameplay, like when you are playing against the computer, okay? So the computer will apply reinforcement learning. He will try to so that he will win, and based on that different task which is performed or the steps followed by them. Resource management, this is one of the things, like one resource is allocated, like just imagine the first day of college. We don't know you and you don't know us. So I want one CR. So I randomly first student, you are CR for this class. And within a month time, if I come to know that the student is not doing good as a CR role, I may say that, no, you are not doing good. I want to appoint, because that within that 1 month time period, I may understand some other good student and I may shift to that. So this is also one of the reinforcement learning, because I got penalty. Or within that 1 month time, you did very good job. So I may say that, yeah, I got a award for this and I will continue as a CR. So this is one of the comparison, like supervised input output is given. So this is input, this is output. Unsupervised, only input is given, no output is given. And reinforcement, input is given and some critics are also given. They will say that, agar tune aisa kiya, to ye penalty dunga. Agar tune aisa kiya, to ye output dunga. Okay. And in supervised learning, there is a learning phase and there is acting phase. Unsupervised learning, again, there is a learning phase and there is acting phase. And in case of reinforcement, there is always simultaneously learning phase only. You cannot conclude that I am master. No, every time you are learning and learning only. So the same step, but here the applications are given. You can just see here. Supervised learning with the help of new insights, process automation, optimization, prediction, forecasting, diagnostic, customer retention, image classification, fraud detection. These are the different applications which you can find under the supervised learning. And in case of unsupervised, you can go with the feature elicitation, structure discovery, meaningful compression, big data visualization, recommended system, targeted marketing, customer segmentation. And under the reinforcement, you can go with the real-time decision, gaming, learning tasks, skill acquisition, and robot navigation. So in short, whatever I have told, I have listed out for your information. So what makes actually the machine learning tick purpose or some of the objective variety of algorithm? अभी आप सोच रहे होगे कि मैडम जिन लोग को machine learning मालूम है, they will be very happy. But those who are not, they will be just little bit in a confusion state. कि आप जो बोल रहे हो वो इसमें भी आता है, इसमें भी आता है, तो इसमें difference क्या है? So actually, this is totally based on the behavioral analysis. Okay, or the business operational pattern, and hence you can say that the machine learning. Abhi dekho jaise World War III, it is like all are predicting it is going to start of World War III, and immediately the stock market is down. Immediately it came in your mind कि अभी ये चल रहा है ना problem, इसकी वजह से stock market down. Immediately after something good things is happening, stock market will go on increasing. Okay, so if you want to have such type of learning skill, you need to go with the machine learning. What is the advantage? I think so many examples I gave, it is very much clear to you all that I can understand a particular problem statement in deeper. As I'm working on large amount of data, so I can correlate that customer data with the help of problem statement. I can understand their behavior. I can, I got one, abhi mere dimag mein aaya. When I used to teach in the classroom, I used to observe the student. And based on their body language, I used to change my examples. At runtime, my examples aate the. Right now, it is very difficult. I cannot see you. So I'm just imagining that everybody are listening to me. But during this pandemic situation, when we had online education, I got different way to understand whether you are listening to me or not. Now, this is a session is going on, so I cannot apply here, but I will tell you so that those faculty who are here in this session, they can apply the same trick on their student. What I will do in between, I will just shift the slide and I will select randomly any student and I will ask him कि बता मैंने क्या बोला था. Maybe the slide is still there and I am asking the same question, but he was not attending, so he will not answer that. So this is the different learning which we learn. And when the students are giving the excuses, before the students say anything, I will say, you must be facing network issue. Your mic is not working. You must be having some issue with your earphone. Your machine is not working. Somebody is there. You are out with some reason. Some relative must be kaka kam nana ka tata ka kuch lamba aadmi COVID positive रहेगा, and because of that you need to be there. And so many blah 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 excuses. So this way all teachers got trained, and student also got trained. They also understood कि ये teacher कैसे सिखाती है, तो मुझे किस तरह से उनको ये करना पड़ेगा, and so on and so on. So these are the advantage of machine learning, I can say that, which help us to apply the same tactics. So machine learning help reduced our work. Here it will work as a primary driver. No, it will, like, I just have to, Google uses machine learning for advertisement also. Like when I'm there on Facebook wall, okay, immediately one good example, one advertisement will be there in front of me. How they will come to know that I'm looking for this particular product? Just take another example. Try to write Google. Google के अंदर कुछ तो search करो. Immediately the drop down will come, because they understand कि अभी आप क्या लिखने वाले हैं. या फिर based on your historical data, they will understand. This is a natural language processing they are doing with you. Even they will help you to convert from one language to the another language. So these are the advantage of using the machine learning. There is a disadvantage as well. And what is a disadvantage? How to write these programs. So many people were working in this domain from so many years, and hence we could get this type of application. If I ask you to develop such type of model, just give me any recommendation system. So you may take more time. It may be expensive as well, because if you are not ready to hardcode, you need to take some library function. So it is going to be expensive. If you are going to tackle this with the help of any robots, so imparting that knowledge to the robot is also one of the expensive. And there is one more problem, which is a unspoken problem, I can say that. This particular model, if I'm building, whatever knowledge I carry, based on that, that model is predicted. Okay, that model is built. There may be chances that other madam may carry different perception. So that model will be different. I know how to evaluate student. So these are the answer. If you give, I will give you full credit. But the same technique is not applied by other teacher. So that model may be different. So there may be chances that machine learning may work as a bias. Okay, based on the perception to perception, the different thing will be there. The training itself is one of the problem, I can say that, because some teachers taught you completely in detail, and they will give you so many assignment quizzes, and you become mastered in that subject. And some teacher may not give you, and hence you could not write anything in the answer. It doesn't mean that you have not trained. You have trained, but there may be chances that you may fail. Sometimes it do happen that training was fantabulous, but in testing, some different type of data came, which was not taught in training itself. So you may fail. So this is one of the disadvantage. Like you need to understand it properly, and then accordingly. So there are some policies also came out that what type of business problem we can find, we can solve, and so on. So how I can select best machine learning model? Because I taught you supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, semi-supervised learning. So again, it is totally based on problem statement. आप क्या solve करना चाहते हैं? Okay. So find out that, identify that problem, identify the objective, identify the meaning behind it. So perform some deep understanding of that problem. Then you collect the data, specifically with the help of some data wranglers. Just don't think in that same direction. Try to have some different vision, and then select a proper algorithm कि हाँ यहाँ पे मुझे कौन सा apply करना चाहिए. And then you can find out the output and fine tune. Fine tune का मतलब perform the same task again and again till you are not getting the correct answer. Now, there is a question, maybe, what is the future of machine learning? You must be finding that now there is a boom, AI/ML. So whether really this is a requirement of current industry? Yes, this is a current industry requirement. Why? Because there is a large amount of data available. Previously, it was very small amount of data. So we could survive with previous type of problem statement. But now the problem is like we are having large amount of data. And as a result, predicting out of that large amount of data is one of the tasks. We know how to solve a problem, but we don't know how to solve if this problem is supported with large number of views. Okay. So in this case, the future of machine learning is the best one. Alexa के बजाय पहले वो दुबई में कोई तो फर्स्ट कंप्यूटर लेडी है, आई एम नॉट गेटिंग इट्स हर नेम, but she said that we are going to rule this world. On what basis? Because she started analyzing. Previously hardly we were very much afraid to order online. Amazon इतना boom में नहीं था, but nowadays you can find it is like everybody are there on Amazon. They trust Amazon a lot. I may say those who are very much choosy about watching some videos online. अभी ना ट्रेन चल रहा है शार्क टैंक का. Just
सोफिया नाम था.
Yeah.
सोफिया नाम था.
Sophia. Thank you very much for this answer. And it means you are listening to me. So this is the model. I can say that you listen to my words carefully and immediately you got the answer. This is also one of the way I do that. I normally don't give the answer and I say that those who are attentive, they give the answer. So as a reinforcement learning, I should give you chocolate, but it is not possible. So I will give you virtual chocolate.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. So this is the way future of machine learning. I will suggest you all to have some of the videos from Shark Tank. I'm very proud enough to now tell you here because we belongs to SPIT. We call our college name as a SPIT. So SPIT is having our own incubation center, and I'm one of the panelists in it. And one of two companies from our incubation center, they got selected for 1.5 CR and 1 CR from this Shark Tank. And their applications were totally based on machine learning. And it was so fantabulous, like every model, you just have some of the videos and you will find that one and the other end, they're using machine learning concept only. They're trying to make some of the machine as intelligent. And so that it will be there in the market and I will buy that, whatever different problem statement they have tried to solve. Okay. Now, I just got a trick thing in my mind. थोड़ा सा आपको और थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लोर करो आपको नॉलेज के लिए, एंड इसके लिए last 2-3 slides I focused on deep learning. Deep learning in the headlines, like the race to buy the human brains behind the deep learning machines, because on a one particular topic, how much detail we can think, that is nothing but the deep learning. It is an age of robots, like how, like when I know that again the same example, when I started walking with the help of my parents' hand, I was just trying to be stable enough on the road or on my floor. But now I will not bother what is there, because I trained. I understood everything, all the glitches and all the good points for walking. It is because deep learning on the same domain and in the same. अभी जैसे आपने सोफिया का किया, it is a deep learning based model. She knows how to handle what type of business model. Even the best example, iRobot, one of the movie, English movie which was long, उसमें वो कौन सा वो iRobot में वो कौन था, main machine कौन सा था? Those who have watched that movie, 2009 में आया था. And currently we had our Rajnikant sir's picture, robot. Don't compare this with Ravan. Ravan is one of the movies. Chitti भी इसी concept के ऊपर है. But when that emotions are added in Chitti, no, that is a deep learning base. Otherwise, it was a machine learning. But when he started adding some of the components so that he can feel that emotions, so that is a deep learning concept. Just have a look on this particular image. See, the down image is very good in image. No, you can find some cars are parked on the road and there are some buildings. But how that particular image is analyzed with the help of deep learning, every small pixels of that is labeled in the topmost image. You can find the car, crosswalk, road, sand, even the patch is also given with the sand.
In iRobot movie, the name of the robot was Sony.
Yes. I will ask you one more question. आप पढ़ाई करते हैं, पिक्चर ही देखते हो? पढ़ाई भी करते हो ना?
Yes, ma'am.
But now those who are going to plan that or to watch that movie iRobot, you will find all the concept of machine learning were imparted in that. And that time, that concept was just coming up. I started learning artificial intelligence in 2000. It was one of the compulsory subject for all of us when I was doing my undergraduate engineering. And that time I learned that subject because I just wanted to pass in that subject. To be more frank, I will not lie in front of all of you. But when I started with my PhD and I worked in the same domain of artificial intelligence, and then I started liking it. I started more working in it, and then it is a deep learning concept, I can say. So here, deep learning labeling, see the diagram which is shown below is my clear. But if I want my Sophia to walk on this road, okay, she will see that the picture like this, label data. And that visualization is done such a fast that she will take a route to go, or she will understand this is a tree or this is a car, and so on. The most important thing, आपको मालूम है बीच में मुगले आजम कलर में आई थी, and everybody started thinking that how they colored each and every image. So actually they have not hard coded, they have not selected each and every that clip and they colored it. No, it was with the help of deep learning. They applied one of the concept called as an auto encoder, and you just have to select that. So this is called as a scene carving. So which feature you want, and accordingly, same picture, you can find this is a purple color, this is a bluish in color, this is a greenish color, this is a like pinkish in color, and so on. So this is one of the deep learning concept. Okay, this is one of the thought process, machine learning only, but doing the same task again and again. Can you tell me the first picture? First picture, you will find that, oh, this is like a dog. How you identified the first picture where my mouse pointer is there? You understood that the hairs are looking like a mob only. The second picture is clear mob because there is a horizontal, some bar is there. This picture is also cleared as a mob because there is some stick is there. But what about this picture? You identified applying your own perception. It is a dog. See this picture, it is also a dog. What about this picture? Now see the stick is also given. This is a dog because that dog is carrying some of the dot like eye and some of the patch like a nose. Okay. So now what you did, you concentrated on one particular model, and based on that model, you change the output. So machine learning only, but in one particular direction. And here you can learn convolution neural network, specifically related to neural network, and different way of neural network combinations are given in this. So deep learning is a part of machine learning. Same concept of, but doing the same task again and again with one particular direction. So that's what update yourself. Don't just go with the sparrow story where you have to collect some pebbles and the water will come for you. Use straw and enjoy the water. So this is some of the features of feature extractor for deep learning, like feature extractors are there. How I can identify this car? Feature extractor. How can I identify more features of that car? I can go with some more detailed type of features, and then some low level of features, some more high level of features, some mid level of features, and you can come out with some training. These are actually different concepts are there. Like those who are aware, who is this first person? Where my mouse pointer is there. Can anyone tell me who is this person?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, yeah, the upcoming space station. He's proposing space station in Russia. So these images are identified with the help of CNN model, where the convolution one layer is concentrating on some type of feature. This particular image is not to identify an Elon Musk. My intention was to identify different features. ये nose किसका है, ये eyes किसका है. So each and every features are collected, then they are explored. Then the one-dimensional flattened array is created, and then it is helpful for us to predict whether it is a cat, or whether it is a dog, or whether it is a mob, or whether which particular person it is. You know, you might have heard the face identification technique is there. How the different criminals can be identified based on the deep learning concept. Okay, there are different things. It will restore your memory also. The LSTM is there, RNN is there, DNN is there. So many things are there. So if I want to differentiate between machine learning and deep learning, so if I just take this particular task, see this is a picture of a cat, okay, typical machine learning system. So picture of cat is given, features are extracted, some independent data is extracted, and then it is classified. Because I know how the cat look like. So this is a supervised learning. And I can say that, no, this is not dog, this is a cat. So this is a supervised learning. Why? Because I know that this is a cat, all the features are stored in my information, and that image is also labeled saying that this is a cat picture. But in case of deep learning, there may be supervised data, there may not be supervised data. But based on your learning only, कि पहली बार आपने cat को identify किया, बाद में भी वापस से same cat का picture आया, different way of cat का picture आया, you concentrated on it. So there will be number of layers are there. Neural network के number of layers are there. And hence you can predict it is a cat. In this deep learning, your feedback is countable. Means you identified this is a cat, no, again redo it, again redo it. आप भी एग्जाम में कैसे करते हो, पढ़ाई करते समय एक टॉपिक आपको नहीं समझ में आता है, so you are understanding it again and again, still you are not thorough with it. Okay, you don't know how to drive a bicycle, so आप गिरते हो, वापस से चढ़ते हो, and indirectly you are applying deep learning concept only. Okay, so this is the difference between machine learning and deep learning. Input is given, feature is extracted, classification is done, and then the output is given. But in case of deep learning, input is taken and it is in the continuous process of feature extraction, classification, till your output is not having the higher value. Okay. Now this slide is focusing on the factor-wise differentiation between machine learning and deep learning. So if I just say that data requirement, deep learning required large number of data. How I can say that it is a dog, it is not a mob? I need to understand how different dog carries their nose. Okay, machine learning can be trained comparatively less data than that of the deep
Madam,
learning.
I wanted to ask you one question. Can you allow me?
Madam, can you please excuse me for this particular presentation? At the end, I will answer everyone's question.
Okay.
हाँ प्लीज, सो दैट ना ये थोड़ा सा एक मेरा मॉडल अभी ट्रेन हो गया है ना, तो मॉडल को पूरा ट्रेनिंग होने दो, फिर टेस्टिंग फेज में जाते हैं. ओके, the next is accuracy. Deep learning provide you high accuracy, but in case of machine learning, it can be less accuracy. Deep learning is like you are having your personal trainer in your gym, so he will be bothering on you how to increase your abs or your thighs or something. But in case of machine learning, you are doing your own practice in gym. Training time, yeah, deep learning is going to take longer time compared to the machine learning. Hardware dependency, totally based on what problem statement you are carrying. And then machine learning can train on normal CPU, but here the GPU is used. And hyperparameter tuning. What is the meaning of hyperparameter? I will just focus here. In machine learning, it will extract some of the feature. And based on that feature, it will predict what is going to be the output. But in case of deep learning, parameter level 1, parameter level 2, parameter level 3, and so on, number of levels will be there. You know, I shown you some picture of mob. So what was the first feature? The type of hairs. Okay. And then you again concentrated on that image. And then you observed, अरे ये तो thread same है, लेकिन इधर कुछ black spot है. So this is a second level of feature. Then you identified that whether it is what type of eyes are there. It is a circular eye or long enough eye. So along with the normal features, you are super tuned that parameter and you got some detailed feature also. अगर मैंने आपको एक कार का picture दिखाया and then I am showing you a bus. So both are vehicle, four tire vehicle. But the feature, second level of parameter you will find. So these are called as a hyperparameter tuning. Then this is the way relation is there. Artificial intelligence is the bigger one, and in that the machine learning will come. And when you specifically be touch with one particular topic, you are learning the deep learning. One more relation, like in artificial learning, it will making the intelligent machine and programs. In machine learning, it will learn without being explicitly programmed. And in deep learning, learning based on deep neural network program. And see, it started from 1950 and till date. Now, this particular theme, I just mentioned that we need to prepare. I just handled the theme and based on that we worked. So I found that this is going to be symposium. So I need to give you some outcome. like, machine learning, but what should I do? I need to prepare for the industry. So I just added one funny picture saying that I don't have a job because I need experience, but I don't have experience because I need a job. So both the things, they are complementary to each other. So how you can be ready for the industry? So preparing for the machine learning, like if you want to really do something in your machine learning, first try to learn Python. Python Q, okay, because there are so many standard library functions are already available. You just have to, it will save your time. You need to learn data science, different tools and techniques for the data science will be helpful for you. And there you will learn like tools like Free Code Camp is there, Jupyter is there, TensorFlow is there, Skylearn is there. So these are the different tools you can learn. Then you learn different data analysis technique, okay, or manipulation or visualization techniques. Like you can go with some, if I'm working on matplot, I can learn how to use matplotlib. Or if I'm using Python, I will learn how to use NumPy, or different ways, okay. Then learn the machine learning concept itself, means whether I need to apply supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and so on, okay. So Skylearn is one of the tool where you will get the library function. At the same moment, you will apply the technique also. And then learn the deep learning, because in deep learning, because just working on machine learning will not be that way advantageous. So go with some more deep learning tool, like example, like Tidbit is one of the tool. And then you can think about some certification. There are so many online virtual universities are there. They are for allowing you to go for a certification. And it doesn't make any difference. Actually, if you carry the certification, you will get a good job. I don't think so. Actually, it is after your skills only. Okay. So, and one more piece of advice here, like try to make large number of projects. Whether it is there for the mini project, whether it is going to carry some credit, don't think of it. Just say that I want to build this particular project on your own and try to hard code that. Participate in number of hackathons, participate in number of coding challenges. Give your project as an open source so that other people will comment on it, and based on that comment, you can rebuild your project. You can understand the theory, visualize some, specialize some of the topic, and then college may doing well in college is a big bonus. It should not be understated. Okay, you cannot say that ki college mein to kuch iski zarurat nahi. Actually, you should build for the college only. You can build some automation system for college. College will give you recognition, saying that this is built by my student, and hence you can grow up in your coming days. So these are the different top 10 courses on artificial intelligence in India, and you can go under this and you can Google, you will get so many things about it. So how you can become machine learning expert with the help of 9 steps I have already listed out, but again with a diagrammatic representation. Understand the basic, understand some of the statistics, learn Python, R or data analysis tool, complete the exploratory analysis project, try some projects on your own, understand how I can think in different direction for that particular problem statement. And if it is not supervised, try to build unsupervised model. Always I will suggest that unsupervised model will help you a lot. Based on this unsupervised model, build your own supervised model. Now you can proudly say that this is made by me, and now you can make it open for everyone. And now you understand some of the big data technology, the big data architecture and all. Then you explore some of the deep learning models, and then you can understand the complete data project. Okay. So this is, I have not said thank you at the end of the slide, because thank you means the people who are sleeping, they will come to know, hey, thank you, khatam ho gaya shayad. So that's why I never add the thank you, but I am done. Now I'm open for the question answer. I hope the session was not that way bored, and I'm open for the question answer. Or should I go with the chat box? Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
My question to you
Hello?
is that you have shown us about deep learning and machine learning. So between that deep learning and machine learning, if we have to develop then we have to write the algorithms. We have to prepare the algorithms for that. So for preparation of algorithm, step by step, how we have to carry out that, please tell.
Okay. So you are talking about between machine learning and deep learning. Okay. So again, I will go with the same steps which I understood and which I applied in my project. Understand the problem statement clearly. Okay. You are going to apply the deep learning, that is for sure. Okay. But in deep learning also, there are different detailed things are given. As I mentioned you, there is a DNN, there is RSTN, LSTM, there is a RNN, there is a RTSN, RTNN, different way are there. Different concept is also there, like a transfer learning is there and so on. First, you understand the problem statement. Then from that problem statement, you make it clear that which particular model you are applying, like supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement, or semi-supervised learning. Then you try to see that what is your expected outcome. Okay, based on that expected outcome, now you find out ki out of this, which particular model is going to be suitable for you. And then which particular algorithm, existing algorithm, which is there. When you will apply that existing algorithm on this particular stage, you will come to know that this is not giving you the correct answer. Now you rephrase that existing algorithm and try to find out what are the different changes that you can make, and hence you will get the outcome. I feel this is the best way you can find out the intermediate between algorithm. Like I told you that I want to organize my cupboard. There is no specific algorithm available. There is no machine learning model is available. What is the easiest way I will do? I will sort it out and then I will start folding. Okay. Or if I know that it is already folded, I will start keeping that in proper place. Okay. So this way, based on your problem statement only, you need to be very much clear about the steps which are going to follow. I hope I was clear enough to answer your question.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other question? So over to you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yeah, Francis College, Hyderabad. Actually, I don't know. My question is something related to artificial intelligence or deep learning. Basically, now we are having the sensors or various kinds of the devices to know the, BPR pulse, some kind of the things for the medical, right? Related to the hospital or medical field.
Okay.
But why, when we go to doctor, why we need to say our problems without our problem? Because when we give our problems, based on that, the doctor is going to prescribe something and they'll put a trial on us, right? But we need to have a machine, basically based on our human, body, what exactly, what is the normal body supposed to be, and how exactly that body, what exactly that body requires. So based on that, the machine has to diagnose the problem and should suggest how we have to go. But in case if you want to train the machine, again you're training the machine again based on the, if this is a problem, go for this. This is the problem, go for this, right? So how exactly we can go in advanced technology for this machine learning, and how far it will be successful if in case if we go for that. So is it possible in the near? Definitely it is possible in the long future or something. But is it possible soon, or how will you justify that?
I think, Pam, you have actually shown us the problem itself, and it is possible. Nothing is impossible. Everything is possible, to be more frank. Right now we are using COVID-19 application, which is done by India. उसको क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग का, whenever we want to go for the vaccination or something, Arogya Setu.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, this is not a medical application, but this is the application where I will understand that whether my vaccination is over or not. It will give me a certificate with a barcode, and it is based on the blockchain concept, so that one person's data will not be propagated to the other data. So this is not a machine learning. This is one of the, I can say that, yeah, it might have used some of the supervised learning, and based on that, the allocation is done. But when I want to understand the way you said that when I go to doctor, he will look at me, and if he is my family doctor, then he will understand, ye tarikh mein aayi hai na, to isko medical certificate chahiye, and based on that, he will just scribble some of the medicine and you're done with it. But actually, if you're facing with that problem, and if your family doctor is not suitable for you, will go for the expert. You know, I know some of the doctor and they will just stare at you, and based on that, they will predict whether you are suffering from this problem or not. Why? Because they worked in the same domain for almost so many years, and then they understood all the smallest symptom which are given on your face value. Or just they will have your nadi parikshan, and then they will say that ki, "Are isko ye nahi hua, ye hua." It is because expertising. Don't you think that this expertise is nothing but deep learning?
Yeah,
The person who is a heart specialist, he will not able to understand anything. Maybe he may be understanding, but not in detail as that of the kidney specialist. Okay, so this is a human tendency. The same way, is it possible with the help of machine? Yes, definitely it is possible. But in that case, you need to train the data in such a way that the smallest symptom which was captured by your face value should be there as of one of the input for that application. And that application, like the doctor, he should think in detail about the same symptom. Like eyes are reddish, so what that reddish means, what symptoms you are telling. Fever is there, so fever ke baad mein body pain is there, so you will try to relate, and there will be number of problems he may be getting, and then he will try to relate about your historical data. Okay, or whether there is any family people who are suffering from that, and slowly and steadily he may come out. There will be prediction, but how you will trust application, because it is just taking your data. Then what you will do, you will check that application ka block, and you will say that how many patients actually satisfied with that application, and then you will trust. But still at the end of the day, you will visit to your doctor, because the same way what we are doing right now, we are virtually connected to each other, but that feel is not there. Why? Because now we are not face to face. Ventilator is one of the example of machine learning and deep learning. You will say that ventilator to kya karta hai, wo to apna sara power dikhata hai, but ventilator can predict you whether you will be coming back to this world or not. So such devices are really coming up. Those who are working in the domain of biotechnology, they know that there are so many devices are there in the picture. You know, color X-rays are there in the market now. Very soon they will be coming in market. And from that color based, you can predict whether it is possible to work on it or not. Even MRI, recently one of the family member we diagnosed with the MRI, with the fraction, like that person who was detecting, he was not doctor, he was just the technician only, but he said that person may suffer from this disease. So that system was predicting, there was not accuracy we need to check. So I hope we need to work in this domain, and yeah, surely if it is survival helpful for us, we will achieve something good in this life actually. And one on the other end, like for us it is very easy, we are staying in metropolitan cities and we can approach to good doctors, but what about the rural areas there? So we can have something like a mobile application, and they can handle with the help of mobile application, going to be useful. Different type of agriculture techniques are handled with the help of machine learning. We just know the IoT sensors and all, but along with that, what type of soil it is, what type of seed it should cultivated over there, everything can be possibly done with the help of machine learning and deep learning concepts. I think this is going to be one of the good research areas. Those who are really interested, they can come out with some of the solution like this. In Shark Tank, there was one person, lady came, and she came with one device, you know, it was a mobile application with sensor. And like you normally go to buy some fruits, but you don't know whether that fruit is good condition or not from inside. So that device was detecting that fruit ka condition, and that signal were given. Green means that fruit is good, and then you can have that. But if it is not, don't buy it. So this type of devices are really coming in the market, and we should work in that direction only. I hope I tried giving your question a good answer.
Madam, in machine learning, the errors can be produced sometimes. Machine learning or deep learning. So how the error can be minimized?
You need to perform the same learning again and again. So that is nothing but again and again matlab kya hai? Ki, in machine learning, if I'm just working on neural network, so neural network will take the input, it will perform the weight adjustment, and then the output will be given. Okay, but if my accuracy is not correct, then what I can do, I can find out the difference, that what is the prediction that system is giving and what is the expected. That much difference will be reapplied to the model again. And I cannot change the input, but I will change the weight. And weight will be updated. Again, I will give the same input and then I will check the output. You know, a person who is an athletician, usko malum hai usko kitna bhagna hai. So first time what try karega with the one technique, he will find how much time it is taking. Again, he will try to run with some modification in the technique. What actually is doing? The person is not changing. He is changing the technique. It is nothing but weight is changing. So try to change the weight and try to find out different accuracy. And in deep learning, these are called as a convolution. Convolution means training the model again and again. And number of convolution will give you the correct output. And that way you can reduce your error. And you can increase your accuracy. I hope I cleared your answer.
Optimum, yes, ma'am. Optimum solution will be that optimum solution technique can be useful for this.
Optimum solutions are not there, ma'am. Based on your answer, you can say that the solution is optimal or not. Okay, I need to decide whether my solution is perfect or not. I can say that my model is up to, like, whenever you are buying anything, it is given 99% coronavirus free. Why not 100%? Because that is optimization. Okay, so there is no optimized technique available. You need to check whether your technique is optimized or not. And then you can say that this particular solution is the best solution with this much accuracy.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Madam, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Madam, I have one question. Can we use machine learning in terms of data in information security, information hiding, and information encryption and decryption? Can you just tell us a little bit about it, madam?
Sir, to be more frank, I have not worked in this area, but my knowledge about the security or encryption, decryption says that where you are working on RSA, DSA, or different way of security problems, when you are applying one particular key and you are getting the correct answer, you try the different combination of key or different problems which are given in the encryption, decryption. You try to train your model, and I think machine learning can be one of the good solution for it. Because if you just follow the same technique for RSA or server it will not be suitable. So try to modify the way, and I think it will be useful in information security also. Like whenever you want to find out the spam mail, they are using the same technique only, where they are identifying the content which is written. They will try to relate that with the overall meaning of that email, and then they are predicting whether this is a spam mail or this is not a spam mail. So this way you can really go ahead and work in this direction, and machine learning can be a possible solution for your security.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
How machine learning can be used for voice recognition?
Yeah, definitely. I just mentioned one of the application of machine learning as a speech recognition. So when my voice is there, feed it to that model, it will find out the frequency and the tone. And that way, every voice, and with the help of some noise also, like when I'm talking, there is some noise coming from outside or some of the movement. In my way of talking also, there is some glitches where I'm taking the pause, where I'm very much fast. The particular force on one particular word, that can be stored as one of the pattern. And next time if similar type of voice is given, I can definitely find out these are the way your voice modulation is done, and based on that we can predict. Actually it can be used, and this is normally used in music. There is a sound engineering, one of the engineering branches there. I don't know whether in Mumbai it is there or not, but I heard it is there in some of the South India colleges, where they specifically it is designed for sound engineering, and they teach you कि दो musical instrument में कैसा difference find out करने का, and this definitely we can apply as a with the help of machine learning model.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Is there any specific Python library?
Madam, I have not worked in this domain. I work machine learning for my enterprise architecture. I am the person from the enterprise architecture, but slowly and steadily, when I started working, I learned number of subjects. Means almost in computer, almost all the subject I taught and I learned. So because of that, I could relate this. But my key proficiency is enterprise architecture. But I really have not hard coded on voice recognition or voice speech recognition, but I think Google Baba Zindabad. So Google Baba will help you to give the specific library.
Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you.
Okay, I hope that ma'am has taken so many Q&A.
And I'm
it
also
was-
very happy that these are the different things I got to understand कि अरे यहाँ पे भी डाल सकते हैं, यहाँ पे भी डाल सकते हैं. I have not tried.
Even it was a varied variety of participants starting not only for computer engineering. We have people from psychology also. We have students also, research scholars also, and there were many doctors also.
Oh wow, it was my privilege that I was talking in front of such a good people, and still they digested all my information. Their models are highly trained. It is very difficult to listen to some professor, you know, we carry that attitude कि उसको क्या सुनने का करके. But I feel that I'm very happy and I'm very thankful to all my audience that they digested my nonsense example as well.
And you could see here till the participants are there, and we are now up of half an hour.
Oh, thank
we
you.
were
thank
supposed
you.
to end it by 6:30, but now it is near about 7, and still participants are along with us asking
thank
so
you.
enthusiastic questions. So let me start now. Let us end this session with the vote of thanks. Let us start with vote of thanks, Sia.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay. Hope you all have enjoyed today's session and learned a lot of things and insights about machine learning. On behalf of our committee, I would like to extend a really hearty thanks to our today's speaker, Mrs. Aarti Karande ma'am, who spared her time from busiest schedule to grace our occasion. I also like to take this opportunity to convey a hearty thanks to our beloved principal, Dr. Rohini Kilkar ma'am, Vice Principal Mr. Asif Rampurawala sir, and CAO Sarika Chauhan ma'am for gracing today's session with your presence, and also our CSI conveyor, Professor Sanjila Sagar ma'am, and our members for organizing this session. We appreciate all the participants for being such wonderful audience. Without you guys, this event wouldn't have been successful. I request all the participants to kindly fill the feedback form. The feedback link is given in the chat box. Stay happy, stay safe, everyone. Thank you.
And let me give you a brief about tomorrow's session. Tomorrow's session is will be taken by Mr. Hassan, and the session is about developing applications using Flutter. So I hope this is going to be a new technology which you will be learning, and the person is right away is from Dubai. So you will be having an international speaker. So see you all there, and come up with your laptops where you are going to learn how to develop applications using Flutter. So till then, let me go sign off and see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care. Stay safe, everybody.